Hi Taurus, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. This is your love reading for January 2019. Sorry that it's a bit late. I have our spirit to show us or give us advice for the next 30 days. So it should take you all the way into the middle of February. This is for you if you have a Taurus Sun, Moon, Venus placement in Taurus, or your rising or descendant sign is in Taurus as well. The rising sign probably will show you what will happen, how it will look, like what's physically apparent, like more physical kind of goings on in your love life and or your life in general. And then your descendant is more to do with your relationships and your connections with others. So yeah, it's good to look at both of those readings to get a kind of more rounded idea as to where you're at in your relationships, if you feel these readings resonate with you. So yeah, sorry that it's a bit late. Happy New Year if I haven't said it already to you guys. Happy birthday to any Capricorns or Aquarians watching this that happen to have a Taurus placement. Yeah, and I'll go ahead and get started. So essentially, we do have your partner feeling the Three of Swords, which is not a very nice feeling for your partner to feel. Forgive my nails, they're terrible. But yeah, in time they'll be fixed. So yeah, the Three of Swords is here for how your partner feels, clarified by the Two of Coins. So it could be that your partner feels like they have to let go of something. They could have had a nasty truth, or they could kind of feel like there's kind of a harshness to the interaction between you two at the moment that they can't avoid, a reality that they have to face in the relationship. It could be that a lie is being found out about a third party. There are three swords here. There are two coins there. So it could be that your partner has had to either find out that maybe you have been seeing someone else, or they are having to kind of come out and say to you that, look, you know, I was seeing someone else, I've chosen you now, or I've found someone else and I'm, you know, or, you know, maybe they haven't made a choice. Maybe they're just letting you know I've been dating somebody else at the same time as you, and not making a commitment in any way. And it looks like in the past this could have been fun for them. This could have been quite exciting for them to have this. That's why they were doing it, because it was fun. But they realize now that the reality of it is they could be losing someone, or they could be hurting someone, and that I don't think they're really able to really to bear that. You know, it's quite upsetting for them. And because it's so upsetting for them, they want to just say, look, forget it. Forget this whole fun thing. I'm going to just choose one person. And, oh, got a text from someone. Not like a teenager, seriously. It's not good. I'll grow up one day, hopefully. Or hopefully not. But yeah. So yeah, your partner seems to kind of be dropping the ball in something, or making a commitment to only one person currently, but it's also quite heartbreaking for them. The situation is very heartbreaking. Maybe the amount of tears that have been shed, the amount of people that have been hurt, the amount of scars that have now been made and left is just, I think, really heartbreaking for them. It's really sad, actually. Then we've got the Moon card in reverse. So it looks like you may have come out with something that you were hiding from your partner. You may have brought clarity to your partner. Again, this could be that you found someone else, or that you don't really want to be committed maybe yet to this person. But you've come out with it, you've said it, or something's been revealed. Maybe again, it could be you experiencing the Moon card in reverse. Suddenly everything is clear to you. Suddenly all the things that didn't make sense, all the confusion that you were experiencing now is completely clear. There's no confusion anymore. You know exactly what's up, what's down, what's left, what's right. You kind of found your bearings maybe. You see more clearly the situation that you're in. It is a major arcana, so it is very significant for you. It could be that you're seeing a water sign here, Cancer or Pisces, possibly. Possibly even a Scorpio. A water sign that you're seeing. Maybe it's a Scorpio that you're leaving, because we do have the Death card in reverse at the near end here. Although that's the only other water sign energy that we have. apart from the High Priestess. So yeah, it could be that you are dealing with a Piscean, I think, Scorpio, or a water sign, Scorpio or Cancer. And yeah, I think it's really shook you, but at the same time, it's really helped you. I think know where you stand. Things are so much clearer now. I feel like you feel grounded, like you feel more powerful now. Like, okay, now I've got the truth, and with truth or with knowledge, there's great power, you know. So you kind of feel more empowered, I feel. So then we've got in the near future, we have the Six of Wands in reverse, clarified by the King of Pentacles. So it could be an earth sign that you're dealing with as well, possibly, or it could be that your partner's looking at you as the King of Pentacles. They see you as very, you know, self-sufficient, grounded, very much the family man, someone they can rely on, someone who's good with money, good with business. Yeah, and just a generally all-round kind of very grounded person. Who's very practical, but also maybe stubborn, unchanging as well, with the King of Pentacles. So someone who's very steady, a lot of positive kind of qualities in terms of the qualities that you look for maybe in a long-term relationship, because it's got all that security and predictability about them. So yeah, but it looks like your partner with the Six of Wands in reverse may feel like you didn't notice them, like you weren't giving them a lot of attention. So maybe that's why your partner feels that, or maybe that's why your partner could have been looking for something outside of the relationship, maybe to get that sort of validation. They weren't getting it from you. They didn't feel with the Six of Wands here that you were validating them in any way, that you're more focused on your money, on business, on working, family issues. You're more concerned about kind of oiling the cogs in the machine rather than looking at the workers maybe that are around, you know, and you know, it's that kind of thing where as long as it's more of a means to an end energy, the King of Pentacles, like as long as we get it done, it doesn't really matter what happened, we got the work done. You know, all feelings aside, all opinions aside, forget that. We're doing this. That's like an earth energy. It's very much, we've committed, we're going to complete this thing, we're going to make it work. It can be kind of a cold energy, kind of almost like a swords energy, kind of like very practical. And I think your partner just felt like they were kind of not getting the attention from you because you were more focused on the practical issues of the relationship, when they maybe wanted you to kind of give them gifts and give them time and attention and all that kind of stuff to make themselves feel validated. So this person could be naturally kind of insecure, could be a Leo as well that you're seeing. We've got Leo showing up 3 times as well, 4 times in fact here with King of Wands. So you're represented here as the King of Wands in the near past, someone who's very focused on their own agenda, their own passions, their own career, their own inspirations. You could be creative, you know, you could be a fashion designer or whatever it is that you're passionate about. You're fully focused in that, and I feel like you're feeling really positive about it. You feel like you're moving forward with it, and you're very focused on your own self, on your own ambitions here. It looks like your partner is like feeling like you're not giving them that same sort of attention, and that might be why they stepped out of the relationship. Again, the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles are quite unchangeable. I mean, the King of Pentacles can be stubborn, but the King of Wands can also be very goal orientated. I've been told to use the word goal orientated, not stubborn, with Aries people or fire sign people. But I was married to an Aries for a long time, and I can tell you that when you get on their bad side, or when you if they have nothing else, they'll be stubborn. You know, in a conversation, or an argument, it's just that stubbornness, and it could be very related to a goal. In all fairness, that's true, but it's still that steadfastness, this unchangeable energy. This, I'm not going to change. And you're a Taurus, you're a fixed sign, so by nature, your first response to a situation that maybe you're trying to maneuver around, or have things work out your way. You're going to be you're going to approach it in a very fixed way. So you've committed to this, and you're not going to give up on whatever passion you've committed yourself to, which is probably around work, with it being the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, or around some sort of creative endeavor that you have, like singing, or you may be a musician or something like that. Okay, so got the Four of Wands and the Queen of Swords for their hidden intentions, motives, real needs and wants. So they really, really are focused on having a happy family. They really want to, again, we've got this Wands energy here. It could be a fire sign that you're seeing as well, that really feels they need that that feeling of being connected to you, fun times. But they want to celebrate with you. They want to be part of this with you. They, if there is any feeling of being restricted, they don't want that anymore. They don't want to feel bogged down. They want to be happy and celebrate and have a good time with you and have lots of passionate, intimate moments and all that kind of stuff, all that jazz. With the Queen of Swords here in reverse, it could be that this person wants to kind of get rid of any kind of distrust in the relationship, holding back, defensiveness. They want it to just be open. So obviously they've messed up though. If there's a Three of Swords in, if it was them that stepped out of the relationship, which it looks like that's the case, they kind of want it to be like, oh, don't block me out, don't shut me out, let's come together, let's be together, all I want is to be with you. All this person wants is that feeling of warmth, like being with someone. They very much need that. Again, that could be why they stepped out of the relationship, if you're more focused on things. But you may be more focused on work because you're thinking about the both of you. You could have been thinking, well, if I develop my career to this point, we can then do these things and buy this house and go on this holiday and do this and that, or give this charity, or go on this, sabbatical or whatever, So it could be that you're more focused on that. And I think whatever it is, you're really passionate about it. Like it got you. It's got you. Whatever you're focused on has got you really. It's your thing. Like you may have found a real kind of found your niche, or found out what you're really good at, or what you really believe in, and you're going for that. We have the Page of Wands here for your overall energy, learning new things, following your passions, being curious. This is almost like the Fool card as well for me, in terms of like taking that leap of faith, being curious enough to go and explore. But this is a particular thing that you're learning about. It's a career. It's a career that you're developing full stop. We've got the Three of Wands here as well. You have kind of put something out there, and you're waiting for things to come back. So you're really working towards something, and there's this like hope for something great to happen with regards to your career, or your passions, your overall kind of life path. Now, this could be solely related to the relationships. This could be strictly very relationship, totally like nothing to do with career. Like, and in that case, and this person, then you're just feeling very passionate maybe about this person. There could also be elements of control in the relationship. You could be you could be very much the leader in the relationship. Whereas you maybe have the last word on a lot of things. You make a lot of the decisions in the relationship. You're almost like the boss in the relationship. And this person may feel a bit emasculated because of that if they are male. They may feel like their pride is a bit bruised because of that. Maybe you earn more money than them, things like that. And there's kind of like this feeling small or not being appreciated by you, I don't think. And all they really want is just to have things be open, there to be no more kind of defensiveness, no more barriers. They feel shut out, I think. They feel like communication is not good. They probably feel like you're being quite defensive. This also talks about then the truth not coming out and also not being honest. So this person may not want to really have to be too honest and say everything that's happened in order to keep the peace, in order for there to be a happy family and stability, warmth, and all the things this person really likes. This person may not want to be completely open and just start having to tell the truth about everything. This person may not want to talk about things because they don't really want to open a can of worms of things to get worse. Sometimes, I mean, I've even heard people say, I'm sure you've heard it too, that sometimes, you know, if you do find yourself in a situation where you have hurt someone or you've lied about something or you've seen someone else and all that kind of stuff and you're with someone, if you really care about that person and you know that that other thing that happened is not important or is not going anywhere, the other person's got no intention of being involved with you, maybe it just happened. I mean, I don't know how things can just happen, but maybe they do, you know, some people it just happens. And they say if that does happen and there's no, you know, this person, this third party has got no bearing on your future at all, you don't like them, whatever, it just happened, then it's best not to say anything. It's best not to hurt your partner. Like, why would you tell your partner just to hurt them? But then some people argue, well, no, honesty is the best policy. It's best that the person knows so they can then make a choice as to whether or not they want to be with someone like you. But at the same time, if you've been together for like a long time, you've got kids and everything, you know, I don't know, I kind of see the argument. I see that maybe it's not good to kind of, honesty, the truth hurts. The truth really hurts. And sometimes white lies, ignorance is bliss and all that really is they're very wise words. Sometimes it's like sometimes you don't tell your kids everything about everything, you know, until they get older or until they're able to understand that, okay, yeah, there are wars. Okay, people do shoot people in the face. It happens. Sorry to be so graphic, but you know, you wouldn't tell the certain truths that you just don't tell because it's going to be too painful for that person to take. So I think your partner's kind of from that kind of perspective. I feel like they're like, oh, you know, with the Three of Swords here, there's this like truth. It's like the truth does hurt. The Three of Swords is all about, the Three of Swords basically to me is a card, that's its whole tagline. The truth hurts. And that's what it's always been for me. So there's some sort of truth that does hurt. Your partner maybe doesn't want to really talk about it because they want to keep a happy home. So that's where they're at. And that's what you may not know. There may be even possibly more to the story that they may not disclose. But you feel quite happy that things are out in the open, that this person has told you what's what. Or at least you now sort of, maybe this person hasn't said anything. Maybe it's gossip. You know, maybe you're hearing from other people with the Three of Swords. But either way, you feel like at least now you know a bit more. So you're feeling quite good about that. We do have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse again. So like mentally, subconsciously, you know, in that kind of space, you're both in reverse. Or there's two reverse court cards here. The Knight of Pentacles is representing you. It could also be an Aquarius that you're seeing. There's so many different signs here. But Leo is figuring strongly. Definitely a fire sign energy here. Yeah. And there's been I hear a lot that Tauruses and Leos tend to get married and stuff quite a lot, which is interesting because you actually both square each other, but you're both fixed signs and you both like luxury. So it could be you know, that it's kind of Leo that you're seeing and that they need a lot of attention. But you here with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you could be being stubborn yourself about this. You could be really like, you know what, I don't even want to invest in this anymore. I don't even want to, like, no. It's like it slowed you down even more. It's like, I love the Taurus energy because it's like never a yes or a no. It's just taking my time, and eventually I might just make a decision on that. Otherwise, for now, I'll just, you know, keep doing me. And it's that very it can be very slow moving, very tempting energy, like Taurus, very Venus like. And I feel like you're just like, no, I'm not going to invest in this anymore. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you're not really kind of leaving in a rush, but you're not investing in the relationship either. Yeah, there's no investment. You may feel like you need to kind of start all over with this person. You know, now this has come out, it's like, this is like a whole new, this is like nowhere near what I had in mind. Like, this is all about strategy, kind of knowing where you're going, making a plan, carefully figuring out your plan, taking one step, evaluating, seeing if that works. Like, it's very, it's all about numbers and figures. What adds up? What really makes sense? How do we really move forward here? What's the most efficient, effective way? And then, like, it's in reverse, which is saying that this person now knows what's available to them. They now know all the resources. They now know what's what. They know the truth. And they found it to be a non-viable kind of opportunity, that there's no need to really invest in this and go anywhere with it. But at one point they did see that. So at one point you did see that this could have some future, although you may have been taking it slow, but now you're just like, no, not at all. Not at all. This is not even worth investing in at this point. So it looks like you're looking to do new things here anyway, with the Three of Wands and the Page of Wands. Like, it also talks about messages as well. It could be like communication is important. The Page of Wands talks about news coming in or waiting for a message. So that could also be happening too. There could be kind of a breakdown in communication. Could be sort of looking or waiting for more information to come in. You're expecting more news to come in. And I don't think like you're really even holding a grudge against this person. You know, you're just like, okay, well, now it is what it is. You kind of want to hear it all now. They have got the Four of Coins in reverse, clarified by the Fool card in reverse. So there again, this Four of Pentacles energy does talk about holding back. It is in its reverse. This person may now want to open up. They may now want to, their intentions is to take that risk of maybe losing it all, and actually just saying, opening up and allowing you in, not being so protective. So, you know, they could have felt like they really didn't want to lose the relationship. They didn't want to lose what they had invested in. They don't want to lose the stability. Again, there's another Four. They don't want to lose what they have, but it looks like they will be willing to risk that in order for some sort of fresh start, with the Fool card here. But it is in reverse, so they may not really like the idea of having to start all over again, either with you or with someone else. Like, they don't like the idea of having to move on. But and so therefore, because of that, they may say, okay, look, I'll open up, I'll tell you what's happening. I'll risk losing this all rather than just walking away, or just giving up on this and walking away. They'd rather at least maybe, okay, say, this is what happened, this is where I stand in the relationship, for the hope that maybe they won't have to start over again. They don't want to start over again. They don't want to start from the beginning. They don't want to take a leap of faith either. So they don't have a lot of faith, or maybe a lot of confidence in maybe in being so open and just putting everything out there. Again, this could be a Leo that you're dealing with. Could be quite concerned to, you know, an extent, about what people think, pride, ego, and those kind of things. So it could be that this person's not comfortable opening up, but they will do. they intend to take that risk with you. So then we've got the Tower card for your intentions. Your intention is just to throw it out. You're not interested. I feel like you're like, this is maybe a good opportunity for me to start over, and really clear out the house. Let's get to the bottom of this. Again, you're looking for truth. The Tower card talks about revelation. This, I think this talks about the French Revolution, where well, it's been connected to that before, I think, where all the monarchs were beheaded. It's that kind of change of an era, change of times, a new enlightened kind of way of thinking. So you're way more aware. You're feeling a lot more powerful, I think. And I think I'm feeling quite strong. I don't think you're scared of this change. I think you see it as great. I now know where I stand. I have the truth. And now I can go ahead and make the right choices for myself. So we've got the High Priestess in its upright, clarified by the Nine of Swords in its reverse. So the near future, your partner probably will go quite quiet, focusing on themselves again, connecting to themselves, really, with the High Priestess here. They will still, I think, be quite focused on you, focused on partnership. I think they're becoming very wise throughout all of this. They're gaining a lot of wisdom, as in they're learning about themselves a lot more, and where their weaknesses are, where their light and their dark is, what trips them up. And they're not really gonna, with the Nine of Swords in reverse, they're kind of showing themselves some compassion, like they're not completely beating themselves up about it. They're kind of accepting that maybe, there isn't a way to fix this. There aren't words that they can put into the situation or say to you that's going to change anything. And that, this lies with them just accepting how things are, accepting the role that they've played in things as well. But they will become a lot more wiser. So they will actually grow up a lot through this experience. They will learn that, it's not always about getting all the attention. Maybe that's what they need to learn. Or that maybe if someone is more focused on work, doesn't mean that they don't care about you, kind of thing. And that it's good to talk, it's good to be honest and have honest communication. But they're just learning a lot, I think. And it's making them a really wise and making them a stronger individual, really. But I think, again, with this being a 2 card, I think they still are very focused on relationships. They still want to be in a relationship. But I recognize that they're learning about self-love and recognizing their own strengths and valuing themselves. So then we've got the Death card in reverse in the near future. So I was also going to say with the High Priestess that this person could go quiet, because they're just focusing on themselves, I think, and kind of licking their own wounds and trying to make sense of things and put everything, like maybe analyze things a little bit. Again, seeing the role that they've played. With the Death card in reverse, you need to learn to let go of this. With Death card in reverse, you're not maybe allowing this to end very easily. You could be finding it quite hard to accept that there is a major change now for you. But you are being advised here to have to be the Page of Wands, to be quite excited about change, even if you don't know what's going to be around the corner, over that wall. You don't know what's going to happen, but it's saying here that expect good things, focus on good things, and good things will come. You've got another very positive card here about good things coming and just being patient and waiting, remaining positive, remaining optimistic, keep learning whatever it is. So if you're learning maybe about relationships, like if that is the case, if that's what you're passionate about, then keep learning about these things. Something good will come in. We've got the 5 of Swords in reverse as well, and the 7 of Swords in reverse, and the 4 of Swords in the upright. So this is about you coming back to yourself, meditation, coming clear of where you stand. There is a progression as well from the through source, the for source. There will be healing here for you or both of you, whichever one is experiencing this kind of disappointment. There will be healing through solitude, through taking time out for yourself. And this will come to an end. Things will be out in the open. There'll be no more fighting. There'll be no more arguments and disagreements and backstabbing, and if that has been here. There is some sort of defensiveness. Your partner, I think, is quite defensive. They don't like to lose. So that could also be why they do this. They kind of don't want to feel like, they'd be made to look stupid if they are a Leo. They may have a reputation to hold, as being the one who, I don't know, but just a sort of reputation. They don't kind of want to look stupid. They don't like to take risks really and open up too much. But they're willing to do that, I think, for you, because they don't really want to start over with somebody else. Which may not be a good enough reason for you, which I don't think it is, because you've got the Tower card here. You're like, yep, I'm ready to accept this new truth and chuck out what's not serving me, and keep building on what I know to be true and good for me. But this is like a change of times, like a whole change of times, and it's quite hard. I think you'll still be going through that kind of transitional period of change, even into February. But change is coming, and something good is coming here with the Three of Wands. Just have to wait a little bit longer. So Taurus, love. Okay, so we've got the Ice King. This is your overall message from Spirit, which talks about being passionate, but also being quite defensive as well, or not being very, not really wearing your heart on your sleeve, but instead focusing on goals that you have. So that's Spirit's advice, which is basically like the King of Wands, really. It's like having goals and being very passionate about them. But the Ice King adds a bit of an edge to it, where you may actually come across as cold and unemotional. The Spirit is saying that maybe you may need to kind of use that kind of part of your personality that isn't so emotional, and be quite unemotional, I guess, in terms of your decisions. We've then got dating. So the obstacle is dating. The obstacle between you two is dating. So it could be that this person really likes to date. I've got the full moon here. Had a recent eclipse yesterday. The full moon in Leo. So it could be that your partner is, that is the obstacle. Your partner just likes to date. This could have all come out around the full moon over the last few days, or maybe over the next couple of days. This week, something may come out about your partner dating somebody else, but or you dating other people, or there being an issue with commitment in the relationship. Then we've got dating queen for what brings you together. So it could be that you met through dating. This could be a very light-hearted relationship. You could still be dating. But maybe you're both, what brings you together is that you're both kind of very attractive. You're both dating queens. You both get a lot of attention from the opposite sex or from your desired sex. Then we've got mature man for how, what you're learning about. So you're learning about maturity and mature relationships. And I think also mature man talks to me about somebody, it speaks a lot to the King of Pentacles. Somebody's very grounded, good at business, solvent, all those kind of things, and is now ready to kind of look for someone maybe romantically in their life. So I think you're very focused on your security at the moment, financially, career-wise. They see you as new love. So this person definitely feels that they're in love with you. You see them as union. And they see you as a past life. So they feel very spiritually connected to you. We've then got True Gem at the base of the deck. So there's 2 jewels there. I haven't seen anything here about marriage. So I don't feel like it'll be a jewel or anything like that may come your way this month. Although you definitely are thinking about it. It looks like you do see them as someone quite special with the union card here. You feel like there is a genuine union with this person. But the issue is that they maybe are not very committal at the moment. And that might be why you are finding it hard, to really let go of this. Yes, you know the truth now, maybe what it is, but you're still not really able to let go of this person very easily anyway, because you do feel like connected with them. You do feel like there's a union. It could be that your relationship was able to develop to the point where you felt there was a union, so yeah, you see there's someone that you're kind of tied to, and they see you as a past life too, so they could feel very tied to you as well, and they really feel like you're a new love, and they're learning about new love. They're learning about love. They're learning about how to conduct themselves in loving relationships. Yeah, when I say conduct themselves, I think they're just learning that they're learning that to be faithful in their relationships, and to respect love for what it is, and not always be searching for that validation, but instead to look within and know themselves rather than needing validation from other people. So that might be what the True Gem is all about, that kind of appreciating oneself. And same to you as well. I think you are putting yourself first, you and your career, because you have quite an ambition to reach somewhere. Maybe this person didn't even realize what love was really until they kind of entered into this relationship with you. Should we take that one? We've got Fork in the Road. This person's new love could also be a self-love. That could be why they're not beating themselves up about this too much as well. We've got the Deep Knowing card as well. So you will need to do some soul searching as well yourself. But I think this is really talking about your partner, like deep knowing, that they need to know themselves. But you're at a fork in the road. So this is like the Tower card, like you're at a position now where you're going to have to make a choice with the knowledge that you now have as to, what path you're going to take. So Taurus, January. So we've got Unfinished Symphony. I'm going to pull 3 cards. Imagine and Regeneration. So this is about the Death card. There is a regeneration happening here for you. This may be the end of the relationship, or at least a growing of the relationship into something else. But I kind of get the feeling like you've kind of drawn a line in the sand. Yeah, and it's talking about imagining. Yeah, so this is imagining, lots of positive new things coming your way. Things are not over. This is the Unfinished Symphony card, and Imagine. So imagining a new, like a brand new possible future for yourself, or it's about remaining positive as well. That there's something good around the corner. It's almost like the Wheel of Fortune card. This card, in a sense, it's like knowing that as something ends, something good, something else is going to happen, and it will be good. That things just continue to spiral upwards, and it's never really it never completes the circle. It just keeps getting better and better, and it's like imagining things to be getting better and better, and waiting and expecting good things to happen as well, being curious and optimistic about the future. Yeah, what's at the base of the deck? Then we've got happy happy at the base of the deck. So I'm going to read happy happy because that's actually a really nice card. Okay, so we've got joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. There are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about who you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship. And if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of it. Happiness attracts more of itself like bees to honey. So I think the last part of that message really applies, where if you're seeking a relationship, be happy now. So you have to imagine how good things are going to be right now. So you're maturing into that, and you have to see yourself as a prize. You have to see yourself as the beauty queen here. Okay, it looks like a twin flame relationship could be around the corner as well. So something special could be coming to you. You do have past love under that too, so it could be somebody from your past possibly coming back. So this may not be the complete end to the relationship if you still want to see this person. There is this unfinished symphony energy about it. But you have to remain positive and feel like something good is going to come in order for you to be able to receive it when it does arrive. And just remember that you are really the prize. You have a lot to offer. You're extremely beautiful and attractive, dear Taurus. Yeah, think good and good things will happen, basically. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't, please do like, share, and subscribe. You can always leave messages or comments down below. I'd be more than happy to read them. They're always quite interesting, things that you guys are going through, or growing through, I should really say. And yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. Take good care. Thanks again. All right, bye.